Hello guys and welcome. My name is Victor, and in this video I thought we were gonna do a front split stretching routine. So first we're gonna start with like a warm-up to get our hips and legs warmed up and ready, and then we're gonna do a few more like active stretches before we finally do the front split, also in a quite active way. So if you find that you need like more time with the exercises or more rest time in between the exercises, just like pause the video and then you can do it in your own pace. And I recommend you to do this stretching routine like once or maybe twice a week, and then you can track your progress. And every exercise, just do them at your own level. It might not look as when I do it, it will look your way. And as I said, if you do this continuously over time, it will get better and better. So let's get started. I want you to start in this 90-90 position. It's 90 degrees angled in the knees and hips, something like this. And then turn your body to like front leg. From here, try to sit tall with your back and then lean forward a bit. Then you can just play around a bit in this position to get your hip a bit warmed up. So imagine you want to get your nose forward and not just down, but more forward. And then you see I make small circles. You can try that. And I really encourage you to explore this position, play around a bit, try different angles and see how it feels like. And the same goes for like all the exercises we're gonna do. Try to feel them out, explore a bit, and make them your own. It doesn't have to look exactly as I do them. So listen to your own body. Okay, let's switch side. So we turn around, facing the other way, and lengthen your spine and dive and reach forward. This is a nice way to warm up both the external rotation in the hip and also the internal rotation at the hip for the back leg. Okay, now let's go to like a downward dog position. So push from your hands, get your butt up, and from here you can walk around a bit, like walk with one leg at a time. You can have your knees slightly bent. You can also do both legs at the same time. And as I said, explore a bit, play around. And what we want to do is try to get a stretch on the whole of the back of the leg, calves and hamstrings. Try to get a straight line from your hands, shoulders up to your butt. And then, as I said, legs can be a bit bent. But maybe explore a bit what happens if you tilt your hip a little bit, like arching and rounding your spine, and see how that feels. From here, you can lift your left leg up, and we will make circles. So you can have your knees bent in 90 degrees and just keep circling the hip. Try to open up as much as you can. And then we will switch direction, so circle the other way. And finally, we're gonna reach up. So your left leg just reaches up as high as you can, try to get it straight. And then take a big step forward to the outside of your left hand. From here, we're gonna play around in this position a bit. Try to have your back leg straight, so lift the knee, but if that's not possible, place the knee on the floor and play around here. So you can make circles. You can also use your hand to push a little bit on the knee. And maybe you can even go down on your forearms, like so, and see how that feels. Okay, if you were at your elbows, go up to your hands again and reach with your left hand towards your right foot. So lift the right foot as high as you can and see if you can reach. If not, just lift as high as you can. But if you can reach, grab it and pull a bit more towards your butt. Hopefully this will stretch a bit in your hip flexor on the right side. So try to sink down low with your hip and pull as much as you're comfortable with. And also here you can play around, make small circles, and so on. And slowly let go. Place your hand on the floor and lift your back leg if this was on the floor, and take your left foot towards the foot, towards your right arm, and the knee towards your left arm, and go down here. So the more you have your chin like horizontal, it will get harder. If you have to place your foot closer to the hip, and it will get easier. So in this stretch, try to get your whole chin down, otherwise it's fine onto the knee on the floor. Focus a bit on your back leg and try to get it straight, so you get a stretch in the hip flexor, and try to hold your upper body up. Sink down with the hip. So here we get a stretch both in the external rotation on the left side, but also on the hip flexor on the right side. Play around a bit and we will hold this position for maybe like 30 seconds. Keep playing around, making small circles. Find all the small areas where you need to stretch. And whenever you feel you can, try to sink down more with the hip to the floor. Okay, lift yourself up and place the left foot in between your hands, so you get to this long lunge position. You can still support yourself with the hands on the floor. From here, try to have your back leg lifted and straight, otherwise keep the knee on the floor like this. And then you're gonna sink down with the hip to stretch your hip flexor, to then straighten the front leg to stretch in the hamstrings on the left side. As you might see, I first have my foot pointed, flexed, pointed, and back. Because for me, I feel there's a slight difference between the two positions. So do this if you want to, otherwise keep it either pointed or flexed, whatever works for you. Try to get your spine and back as straight as possible, and tension in the back leg to keep it straight. So you really need to squeeze your glute here. And you can step back with the foot and we'll land again in the downward facing dog position. I'm gonna switch side. You can do it too, just for fun if you want to, or stay at the same side. Keep on walking a bit, one heel at a time, or maybe both. And we're gonna do the exact same sequence, but on the other side. So right leg for me, and maybe also for you if you did the same side as me. Otherwise, you really need to start paying attention. No, just kidding. the other side. So lift your right leg up and make these circles with the hip. Try to open up. And switch direction. Keep on pushing with the hands, get your butt high up. And then finally, straight leg, straight right leg. Reach as high up as you can. And then take a big step forward on the outside of the right hand. You can have your left leg lifted or knee on the floor if you want to. Play around a bit, circling. Use your hand if you want. And if you want to, get down on your forearms. Let's see how that feels. And then reach for the left foot. So lift it up as high as you can. Then reach with your right arm. Try to grab the foot if you can and pull it towards your own butt to get that stretch in the hip flexor. Sink down deep with your hip and hold it. Circle around if you want. And slowly let go of the foot. Then you will place your right foot towards your left hand, right knee towards your right hand. Try to get that down as much as you can. And if it's hard, place your foot closer to the hip. Try to have the back leg straight, squeeze that glute, sink down deep with your hip, and lift your upper body. And play around a bit, circles. Well, I'm getting all sweaty here. How are you doing? It is fine? Good. Good to hear. Oh, and I haven't mentioned it yet, but remember to breathe also. Like really deep breath, try to relax, sink down deep. That's quite important also. So if you haven't breathed yet, like start like now. Okay, lift your hip and place the foot in between your arms. Big step, that is a big lunge position. Your back leg can be lifted or place your knee on the floor. And from here we're gonna rock back and forth. Sink down with the hip. Then straighten your front leg. And I do this point, flex, point thing. And I try to have tension in both legs to make them straight. And here I really try to straighten my back. One more time, and then we can step back to the downward facing dog again. Relax a bit, just walk it out. And then walk back with your hands so that you can land in this squat position as deep down as you can. Just play around a bit here. Last thing in this first part of the session. So I want you to place your hands on the floor and then lift your butt as high as you can. Try to really reach down with your nose. Like in the downward facing dog, you can play around a bit with your legs and straighten and bend and straighten them one at a time or both. So stay a few seconds up here and then sit again and relax a bit. to then lift the butt up again. You're doing great so far, I can tell. Like 2 or 3 more times with this one. And try to like actively almost pull yourself down. Are you still breathing? Otherwise, start with that. Okay, last time, let's stay a bit longer up here. Just hang forward, you can maybe go side to side a bit. See how that feels. And we are done. So take a short rest. That was the first, wow, so sweaty. That was the first part of this stretching session. So welcome to part 2 of this session. Now we're gonna do 2 exercises, and then we're gonna switch between them for 3 sets or rounds or whatever you like to call it. So the first thing we're gonna do is like assisted one leg good morning thing, we can call it. So place one foot in front of the other. This is the working leg. The back one is the assisting one. From here you want to like arch your back a bit, like tilt the hip forward. So you have a straight back and then reach forward with your nose, something like this. And keep this leg completely straight, and you feel a quite intense stretch in the hamstrings and maybe even calves. From here you're gonna load this leg as much as you can and stand back up. We're gonna do this 10 times and then hold at the bottom position for about 10 seconds. Okay, so if you're ready, let's go. I'm going down, hold it for like a second and then back up. That's 1. And down again. 2, 3. For each rep, try to go a little bit deeper if you can, but make sure you have your back straight so you don't round it like this. That was 4, 5, 6. The assistant leg, you can feel wherever you want to place it. If you want wide stance or more narrow stance. 8, I think. 9. For the last one, let's go down and hold it. Try to breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go back up. Good job. Let's switch to the other side. So get your stance. Try to even your hip and then straighten your back and reach forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Get down and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's go back up. Nice. Okay, second exercise. We're gonna do a long lunge. So start with your knee and one foot at the floor. Try to get the front heel in front of the front knee. Make sense? So the knee is behind the foot. From here, get your hip down as much as you can. Now try to lift up your knee, something like this. You get in this long lunge position. You can explore a bit. The longer you have this foot, the harder it will get. From that position, we're gonna do like pulses. So lift ourselves up and down 10 times and then hold it for about 10 seconds. So sink down and lift up. Squeeze your glute and try to lift this leg, and at the same time sink down with hip and make pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and get down and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go down. You should have felt a quite intense stretch in your hip flexor on the back leg. Switch side. Getting position and lift the knee and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice. So that was one set. We're gonna do 2 more sets of both exercises. Check it out a bit, and if you want more rest, pause the video and then continue when you are ready. Otherwise, I will just keep going. So set up, working leg, assisting leg, straight back and reach forward and down. 1. Remember, even out your hip. 2, 3, 4, 5. Also have tension in the quad, so you have a straight leg and almost like pull yourself down a bit. Always count 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Hold it in the bottom for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand back up. Switching side. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember to breathe. 6, 7, 8, 9, and down and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job. Back to the lunge. I want to start with this side. So maybe you can make the step few centimeters wider, maybe. And if you are ready, I'm ready, then let's go. Lift the back leg, squeeze the glute, and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, yes, this is quite intense. Did I say that before? I think I warned you. Switch side and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. That was 2 sets. So good. One more, and then we're gonna do the actual front split. Are you also sweating? I'm sweating. Shake it out a bit, and if you're ready, then let's go. Final round. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you feel it getting deeper? I think I might get a bit deeper for every set. Damn it, what's count? 6, 7, 8, 9, and final one, down and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. Wow, so switch side. And go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. 9. Final one. Down and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Good. That was it with the hamstring stuff. Now one more on each side for the hip flexors. Big, long step now, okay? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze your glute. 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Okay, one more. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. Good. Okay, rest for a bit. And what will happen now is that we're gonna do actual front splits. Just like slide out as far as you can, and maybe you like to support yourself on some. If you have like yoga blocks or books or whatever, you can use it as support for your hands. So we'll slide out, and from there you're gonna try to activate your legs and try to squeeze them together. Okay. So that means your front leg, you will pull down the heel, and your back leg, you will like try to get the knee or foot that way. But it won't happen anything because the floor is like in the way. But you're gonna try to squeeze the legs together for 10 seconds. Then we're gonna relax for 5 seconds and try to almost like lift your legs out further, slide out further. So 10 seconds active, 5 seconds relax, and try to slide out. And we're gonna do that 3 times, and then we're gonna finish off with a passive stretch for maybe 10, 15, 20 seconds, and we'll see how it feels. We're gonna do this also 3 times on each side. It will be fun. Okay. So now I've been talking for a while, we've been resting for a while. Let's go. If you want more rest, just pause and continue when you are ready. Okay, front split. Let's see how it feels today. So slide down as deep as you can. I support myself a bit on the fingertips. So, if you're there, as deep as you can, that leg will push down the heel and try to pull it towards myself. And here I will try to push this knee down and forward for 10 seconds. So, if you're ready, I'm ready, and let's go. 10. Relax for 5 seconds. Try to like sink down even deeper. 3, 2, 1. And once again, 10 seconds active. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 5 seconds. Relax. Sink down deeper. Last one. 10. 2, 1. Relax for 5. Try to sink down deeper. Now we're gonna stay here for another like 10-15 seconds. If you can, try to let go of your hands. Just sink down. And breathe. Try to just even your hip. This leg I'm pulling back. This hip I'm pulling forward a bit. Sink down. And let's switch sides. So slowly come out from this position. Shake it out a bit. And we're gonna do the other side, okay? Wait, so this leg forward. Now it's this leg forward. So getting position. Yeah, the other side is so much better for me. This is my bad side, but it will get better. Okay, 10 seconds active. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. And relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. And active again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax for 5. Sink down deeper. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's stay for another 10-15 seconds something. If you can, let go of your hands. And relax. Nice. That was one set on each side. Shake it out a bit. And we're gonna do 2 more. How did it go? I think you did good. Yeah, really think so. Whew. Stretching is fun. Okay, switch side. Maybe try to go a bit deeper this time if you can. And when you're there, either. Okay, then let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And active. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And active. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to let go of your hands for another 10 seconds something. And switch side. Okay, are you with me? Then go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and active. And relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one active. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Without hands if you can. Sink down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Check it out. And by my calculations, we have one more set and then this session is over. Yep. Yep. So I guess we're just gonna do it then. Okay, I'm in position. I'll wait a bit for you. And now, let's go. Active. Pull the legs together. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And active for 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, active. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And see if you can let go. Final 10. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I felt I could go a little bit deeper for every set. That's nice. Oh, and switch side, last thing we do. Stay focused now. Stay with me, guys. We can do this. Which this side? Okay, let's do it. Active. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Active for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final one active. Tension, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And see if we can let go. Final 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, even here I think got a bit deeper, maybe. And as I said, the other side is my bad side, good side. This side is a little bit behind, but we'll get there, and so will you. Ooh. So we are done. Very, very good job. Now the most important part: keep stretching. do this routine like once, twice a week, as I said in the beginning, and maybe take photos or something to like track your progress, and you will get better and better.